the same, I'll tell you that. I'll have to knock on those balls a few times. But it's there. It was there for me. I was like, shit. I don't have to be doing nothing all day. I can go down there 15 minutes of basketball, 15 minutes of racquetball. That's without anybody. I don't having a friend there yet. And then you want to talk about game rooms. You want to talk about a game room like Lenny's kid plays the games? Man, they have these damn game rooms with like these 100-foot screen TVs, and they have all the Xboxes there and Hula, and they have a theater for watching movies, and every day they have a whole coffee counter. In the morning, when people, before they go to work, instead of going to Starbucks and paying $7 for a cup of coffee, all these dudes and girls, there's a machine there for free. Now, it ain't free, probably you're paying for it in your utilities or whatever, whatever fees they're probably throwing at you there. But, it's a kind of a cool thing. You just go down there with your coffee cup, you make yourself a cup of coffee, and you go to work. You don't have to stop at no Starbucks or whatever, Dunkin' Donuts or whatever you call it, or coffee shop out there. They got a couple of places that are called Perk or something, some other shit. That's kind of a cool thing. I thought that was a nice perk to have for people that are working. And even for a schmuck like me that goes down there and say, you know what? Why do I got to make coffee this morning? I'll just walk downstairs, bring my coffee cup, make myself a cup of coffee. They even had my creamer. They had my friggin' creamer. These little things, folks, it's little things that make everything more appetizing for me to leave. A simple thing like Nestle's Coffee Mate Hazelnut Coffee. Imagine that. Walk down there, and there's my creamer. If that's not calling me to move to Arizona, I don't know what is. Because I live on that shit. Literally. Every morning I get up, I make a pot of coffee. If I don't have my Nestle's Hazelnut, and don't give me that sugar-free shit, folks. Don't give me that. Right? You give me that and a cup of coffee, a couple of sugars. Shit, I'm happy as shit. So little things like that, you might say, this fucking guy, what is he, nuts? Gonna move to Arizona to have a cup of coffee? Hey, that's just a little bit of shit on the sugar on top of everything else, So for me, it's the little things. Like I said, the racquetball, the basketball. It's not bad, I'll tell you, and then, this is something, if my wife hears it, she'll probably want to poke me in the fucking eyeball. But let me tell you, the chicks, I still got it to look. I got my eyeballs. God bless. I thank you, God, for letting me still be able to see. There's some friggin' ass at these places, folks. Yeah, chicks, girls. I'm telling you, everywhere. I walked around. I says, I'm going to get in trouble over here. I says, I'm going to be the pool boy. Like Lenny, I'm going to be the new pool boy. At this place, they're going to give me a job there. I'm going to pay them to hang out at this freaking place with all these people here. I'm going to make friends real quick. But, again, another perk. Let's face it, folks. You see hot chicks sitting by a pool. It's enticing, man. Not that I'm going to be, doing anything with them. But shit, it definitely gets the adrenaline going. It's better than going to friggin' Florida and seeing Florence with her floppy tits and, 300-pound fucking Maybelline. You know what I'm saying? It's incentive. It's motive. It's motivation. Believe me. And that's the vibe I got there. Young people having a good time like I used to do when I was younger. But I can do it now that I'm older. I just can't do it as fast. And I don't have to do it as fast because I'm on my speed. I'm on my time. Now it's my time. It used to be, work, and then I had some playtime. Now, fuck work. It's playtime. It's time for, do what the hell you want, the time of day you want it, whenever you want it. It's a good thing. I recommend it highly. So let's see, we are at 12 o'clock, folks. So I'm going to cut this shit off. But I'm just going to give you a last couple of words on Arizona and the possibilities of it. I highly recommend it, folks. The food there was fantastic. The people there were friendly. Of course, the weather, we had a lucky, fantastic week of weather. Couldn't ask for a better week there. We lucked out. Is it someplace I'd like to go? Absolutely. Is it someplace that I see myself being at? Absolutely. 12 months out of the year? I don't know. The time when it gets those 110 days every day, you know what? If the wife wants to take a vacation, maybe that's when we go on vacation for a little while. Knock a few weeks off from that heat. Go someplace else, We'll see, folks. I want to thank everybody here at Lenny Melnick's Fantasy Network for listening to my podcast, if you want to call it that. I don't know what you call it. I call it a venting cast, I think, sometimes. Just it's been a while since I talked. If you want to say, I had a good time last night at Easy. And all the fellas and the girls that came to Easy's roundtable last night, I want to say last night was probably the most... might have been the best Easy's roundtable you ever had. I mean, it was nothing about sports, very little. It was just about something more like the conversation that I just had with you folks. It was about reality, death, life, reality, friendships, fantasy, and reality, And that's pretty much what it was about last night. So if you guys got a chance, I would recommend listening to Easy Kills podcast from last night, because it's definitely not something that we normally would talk about, and I think most of us got to say something in it. It's kind of it was a heart-wrenching evening, somewhat, but also I think it was a true meaning of why we hang out with Andrea and Lenny, because we just don't like sports. We are involved with each other, and we kind of, getting to know each other's lives and faults and our problems, per se, and, our victories, of course, and the good things in our life. Why not talk about it? When I go away, we kid around. You went to Aruba. Or, hey, listen, it's life. It's your experiences here. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Unholy. Thanks, Cam, and whoever else was listening today. But that's, it's not just about, the community here is not just about fantasy sports. It's about life. We're here because we made a life for ourselves, lucky enough to be here. I mean, I think all of us, I'm sure we all have our stories, and we all have things that have happened in our lives and that we're going through even today. But when you come here for the half hour, maybe too much time that I'm talking today, you get away from a little bit of maybe the troubles that you are experiencing, and you can maybe relate to me, or maybe relate to Andrea or Cam, or if you're looking in the chat room, you may see something written by Unholy or Easy, or somebody that writes something that may hit a nerve. Or you'll understand, like, that's what I'm going through, what he's going through, what she's going through, And, if it helps you a little bit along your way in your day, then I think we are successful here in doing what we do. I mean, I would like more people to be here and us to be prosperous in doing this. And I mean, there's so many people here. I mean, but, you make a case for most people that do podcasts on this network that really deserve a better fate, per se, that they should be in be out there more and more people listening to what you have to say and the information that you give for fantasy sports. I would, again, like I said, I was away for a week, so honestly, you get a good taste of not being around you guys. And that wasn't really, I missed listening to you guys, because this was really, I couldn't listen to you because, like I said, I'm busy. I wasn't in Aruba sitting on the beach, just saying, hey, this is great. I'm listening to Lenny. I'm listening to Andrea and Lou. I'm listening to the Dugout or I'm listening to Dan, or whoever, who's on right now. I'm just, oh, good, look who's on, But you guys are a part of my life. You guys are a part of me getting up in the morning, and I say, well, who's on, and I just listen to it, and then that's it. It's my day. You're part of my day. Whether you like me or you don't like me, I don't give a shit, because I'm gonna, I enjoy you guys, and I don't expect everybody to, I'm from New York, and maybe I don't, ruffle your feathers a certain way or say things that, you don't agree with, and that's fine, but we're not here to agree with everything that we say. I don't agree with everything, the commentary on what you might think of players or what you think about a certain trade or something. But that's what we hear. Like Unholy says, it's like being in a neighborhood bar and hanging out and bullshitting and arguing about something. A lot of times, I mean, that's why I like the chat room or like Easy Kill with the round table. Probably is something that's probably one of the better things that we do here, because it's more realistic of what people are really, how you feel, and you're looking at each other, you're talking to each other. Sometimes a podcast or just you don't get the same feel. You may not get the same feel. But when you're actually in a room with a bunch of, like last night, there was like 7 of us. And, we're all listening, and, everybody's got, interacting with each other and talking. Nobody was mean-spirited. Was a, conversation with, with people that we don't know each other. I mean, we only know each other through fantasy, and for that to happen, pretty, I would say, pretty, I mean, I don't think it's normal. I don't think anybody else is doing this. Tell me another website that has that kind of interaction. We're not even talking about sports, basically we're just talking about talk. It's pretty unique. It's pretty cool. And I think if we did that during the day, because a lot of people here, it can't be at Easy Kill's thing at 10 o'clock at night. I have a hard time being there at 10 o'clock at night. So I know that if we did something, and I'm not trying to take, the shine away from Easy Kill to do a show like him here, but I know that if I sat here with Andrea and Unholy and Cam and whoever's available in the afternoon to do a, per se, Easy Kill type of roundtable where we're chatting. Of course, baseball and sports is going to be, maybe if I was the host, per se, would have to, would probably be the topics. But I have no thought twice about saying, Cam wants to talk about his kids' soccer game, or Unholy wants to talk about something that happened to him today when he went to the doctor's office, and that would be fine. Nobody's going to say, stick to sports, they stick to baseball, Lenny only can do baseball, bullshit. He wants to do basketball, he wants to do football, he can do whatever he wants. It's not like, that's what he does. Yeah, Lenny talks baseball. That's what that's what he does. But he's not like in a box. Lenny could same thing with Lenny. Lenny could come in the afternoon and just talk about what the fuck happened to him at the bakery store for all I care. It's probably more interesting than what's on TV. I mean, a story about Lenny going to the shopping center is probably more entertaining than listening to some bullshit sports show that's on Sirius, to be quite honest with you. And the same thing with me. I tell stories, but these are mostly things that are not bullshit. I'm just basically telling you what happened. If the story is interesting to you, you listen. If you're saying, who gives a shit what I did when I went to Arizona, then don't listen. That's all. Turn it off, and you don't listen. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. You want to watch friggin' Maury Povich or some bullshit on TV, go ahead, knock your socks off. Nobody's telling you to stick around. That's just, everybody's got different strokes for different folks. Why come you're not talking about baseball? This is a fantasy channel. And listen, you want to listen to baseball? Look at the schedule. You want to listen to something about football? Look at our schedule. There's plenty of shows for that. There's plenty of opportunities to come here. Plenty of good shows that you can listen to whatever you want. So turn it on. Come to Lenny at 9 o'clock. You're getting baseball. If it's Andrew and Lou, you're getting baseball. That's for sure. The drought guys, you're going to get golf. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. JJ, you're going to get everything. JJ is everywhere. You want to win some money? Listen to Cam. The guy's winning money left and right now. If you don't want to spend your money because you don't want to win money, I guess you don't listen to Cam. But the guy's got a track record already, folks. It's not like, he did this one week and all of a sudden, hey, he got lucky, went 11-4.